Hey everyone, it's Vivi and welcome to another Rift Apart related video. Reminder for you folks, the list of trophies we're going to go over doesn't contain story spoilers. In fact, this list comes from Insomniac's Twitter. They tweeted this themselves. They also mentioned on Twitter that there's 15 hidden trophies. It's not shown, it's simply mentioned by them. I won't be talking about the 15 hidden trophies, by the way, if you were curious. Heck, I don't have much idea of the hidden trophies. I think that's where story spoilers might lie. So be careful when looking up trophies for this game elsewhere. You don't know what spoiler you might come across. Also, if you just so happen to come across any of these hidden trophies, please be mindful of others and don't share it in the comments. Alright, so with that being said, let's take a look at the list we have on Twitter. Masters of the Multiverse. Collect all trophies. This one is pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy or magical. I mean, platinuming Ratchet might feel magical to you, but yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Fully stacked. Purchase all weapons. Looking at this scene from the weapons and traversal trailer, we got 9 weapons on this list right here. We can scroll down by the looks of things to see more weapons. I take it maybe there's an extra weapons down there once we scroll down. So as for other weapons that are not on this list, we have the Buzzblades, the Black Hole Storm, the Cold Snap, the Glove of Doom, Void Repulsor, the Pixelizer. Reminder, it is an early access pre-order bonus. Perhaps the Warmonger as well, which is hinted at in Nefarious City. There's probably a rifle sort of weapon hinted at in the trophy list, which we'll see later on. The Rhino was hinted at in this short clip from May 7th. So going with all of the weapons we know so far, let's just say we have a list of 18 weapons so far, something like that. Just for comparison's sake, A Crack in Time had 18 weapons if I'm not mistaken. By the way, I do bring up A Crack in Time a lot, since that was the last full-fledged game from 2009, I'd say. I'm not even kidding, folks. The games we got after 2009 were either part of Insomniac Games' experimental phase, you know, the family co-op game All for One, the tower defense game, Full Frontal Assault. There was also Into the Nexus from 2013. This one had a similar feel to the classic Ratchet Clank formula, albeit short. Or you know, the 2016 reimagining, which is pretty much a movie tie-in. So just comparing all those games to Crack in Time or past entries, we haven't had a full-length game in quite a while now. We're speaking of 2009 to 2021. That's how long we've waited for a full-length, traditional style Ratchet & Clank game. Marcus Smith, creative director, did confirm during the State of Play that this is indeed a standalone, full-length adventure. Next trophy. Unbearably awesome. Find all Cracker Bears, if that's how you pronounce it. Aha, okay. I thought my eyes were deceiving me. In my in-depth analysis, I remember seeing a bear in Monolith Fields on Torrent 4. As for what's going on here with all the high color contrast, well, this is simply an option in the Accessibilities menu of Rift Apart. When toggled on, you can clearly see some objects, you know, more focus put on them. In this case, we notice a bear on the right, which is probably a collectible. After all, we do have a collectibles tab in our menu. So yeah, that should be a bear, a Cracker Bear in this case. As for the name itself, Cracker Bear, this term seems similar to Cragmites. Kinda, the syllable is similar. It's probably just a coincidence what I'm about to show you. There's a concept of Percival Tachyon in the 15th anniversary art book of Ratchet & Clank. He appears to be holding a plush, a Lombax plush. Cragmites, Cracker Bear. These two terms, they just have a similar tone to them. Next up, we got Can't Stop Me. Complete a Gold Cup Battleplex challenge. Battleplex. That would be the arena. Battleplex is a term which was also used in the Crack in Time. In that game, the arena was called the Agorian Battleplex, which was a floating ship in space. The arena was inside it. From the looks of it here, looking at the arena, it does appear to be floating in the middle of space. Does this make my tail look big? Acquire and equip head, torso, and leg armor. Yup, armor in this game has us mix and match. We can also play around with the colors, something which was explained in my last video covering everything we learned from the preview. Nooks and Crannies, collect 5 gold bolts. Speaking of gold bolts, this clip from May shows Rivet obtaining a gold bolt at the arena. There's even a trophy pop-up that says Gone Gold. I don't think that's the actual name of the trophy. I believe this is a custom thing on Insomniac Games' part, simply because the game actually went gold on May 13th. Gone Gold, if you're not familiar with that term. Gold means the game is ready to be printed on a disc and be shipped to stores. They blow up so fast. Get a weapon to level 5. Example of a weapon at level 5 would be the burst pistol. We went from a single barrel shot to triple barrel. We have this screenshot right here from the preview, you know, triple barrel. We also got this short recent clip and an actual info card that goes over level 5 of the weapon. There's a clip with Rivet where she talks about the Topiary sprinkler, how you upgrade it and it fires, you know, the way it does, just looking at the text at the bottom. So, going back to the burst pistol, this doesn't seem to be a Raritanium upgrade. I mean, it's simply your weapon gaining experience until level 5. Next trophy, there's even a Cupholder. Fully upgrade a weapon. I take it this means you level up your weapon not only to level 5, but fully with Raritanium as well. Challenge mode, by the way, was confirmed by Mike Daly, game director. Whether or not we can upgrade to, let's say, level 10 in challenge mode is unknown. Full rack. Fill up a weapon wheel. Weapon wheel is something I like to call a triangle quick select. That's the term I personally grew up with, but you know, they're going with this new weapon wheel term. Well, yeah, it's the thing that pops up on screen when you press triangle. Victory. Complete a Battleplex challenge. Sartorial Steel. Acquire a piece of armor. Speaking of armor, you can find armor pieces in pocket dimensions. You can also win armor set pieces by completing arena challenges. Shiny. Collect a gold bolt. Glitch finds a way. Complete all glitch challenges. If you didn't know, glitch challenges act as the new hacking minigames with Ratchet, pretty much. At least it's linked to it. What I mean by hacking, well, the usual scenario where you probably face a locked door. You know, you gotta hack into it to unlock it to make progress. That sort of thing. Shifty character. Hit every Blizon crystal on Blizar and Cordelion. Blizon crystal, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't think you pronounce it Blizon crystal. I'll stick to Blizon, I could be mistaken, but hey. So yeah, Blizon crystal on Blizar, I take it they mean Blizar Prime, this planet right here. The crystal, I think, is one of those big purple-pink ones we hit. Once we hit those crystals, you switch between 2 versions of the planet as shown in the gameplay trailer from the end of April. So now we get the point. Okay, hit the crystals, back and forth between 2 versions of the planet, but what about planet Cordelion? Cordelion? I'm not too sure of how you pronounce this term. Anywho, I don't recall ever seeing Cordelion or Cordelion in any of the gameplays. The planets we've seen so far, just for the heck of it, Sargasso, Torrent 4, Savali, Blizar Prime, Corson 5, aka Nefarious City. Looking at this clip from the Planets and Explorations trailer, we have another one called Skartsu Debris Field, Zerkes. Zerkes to me sounds like this one, with a huge zircon in the middle. You know, Zerkes, zircon, the term is a bit similar. Actually, looking at the Planets and Explorations trailer, that logo right there translates to Zerkes using Blue Lemon Light's deciphering. And that thing in the far right corner seems to match that large zircon we see right here. So it's highly likely we are looking at Zerkes. We do notice the same crystal right in the center. It does look to be the crystals we have on Blizar Prime. Now the trophy says to hit these crystals on Blizar and Cordelion only. I did it again, Cordelion. Although it appears more than 2 planets will have these crystals. Just looking at Torrent 4, for example, there's a purple-pink hue right there. It could be a crystal. So that right there tells us we have more than, you know, Blizar and Cordelion. But hey, I could be wrong. In the end, only these 2 planets mentioned in the trophy could have these crystals. Next trophy, BOING. Bounce on Big Al, Clank, and Qwark's parade balloons. As you've noticed on Megalopolis, we have parade balloons. Where's Al's balloon, you might ask? Well, it's hiding right there. That's his hair sticking out. You're not sure? Here's a pocket dimension for you with Big Al's balloon. The hair seems to match the hair we have on Megalopolis. Max, relax. Find the Nefarious City citizens by the hot springs. This looks to be a story-related trophy. Simply reaching the spa, we get this pop-up, I guess. Alert the sponsors. Perform 5 trick jumps on a grind rail. The only trick jump I can think of is when we saw the night version of Torin 4, how you spin in the air while rail grinding. Icebreaker. Melee 5 frozen enemies. You might wonder, wait, we can freeze enemies in this game? Yes, the weapon called Cold Snap. Melee in this case means hit them with our wrench once they're frozen. No need for Multiball. Kill 2 enemies with a single Ricochet round. The Ricochet is a timing-based weapon. I mean, once you launch that ball, you can press on the trigger to create this pinball action. Return policy. Kill 10 enemies by returning shots with the Void Reactor. I'm not too sure what this trophy wants us to do. I mean, returning shots makes it sound like we have to kill the enemies by bouncing back their projectiles. But the way the Void Repulsor works, once you retract your shield, you get this burst of energy. Perhaps that's what the trophy requires us to do, simply using the Void Repulsor. Life of the party. Deploy 50 Mr. Fungis. That's pretty straightforward. Hole Puncher. Get 20 headshots with the Headhunter. Ah, the Headhunter. Sounds like a weapon that hasn't been showcased yet. I believe this is the rifle type of weapon I was speaking about before. That's my guess. Extreme Gardening. Defeat 30 enemies while they are Topiary'd. Nothing too complicated here. It's so fluffy. Find a Krager Bear. Planning some destruction. Collect a Spybot. Let's not confuse Spybot with Infobot. An Infobot is an Infobot, as stated in this scene. The only citing of this word is from this clip from a couple days ago. The Lombax language translates to find Spybots. By the looks of things, we're on Savali. Do we only find Spybots on Savali if that's what the clip is implying here? We don't know. Just stay down. Defeat 30 ejected Nefarious Trooper heads. Ejected heads, perhaps the small fry? They do look like they would be attached to a mech body. From what we've seen so far, there's no hint at heads being ejected from bodies because of, us attacking the robots. What I'd like to imagine is we have the small fry and the big ones. They're 2 separate things. Must go faster. Do a trick jump while going at max speed with the Hoverboots. We can spin in the air while hoverbooting, so there you go. Next one. Feeding Friendsy. Collect 10 Zurpstones for Trudi. Zurpstones. I can't help but feel it has a similar tone to the word zircon. Zurp, Zurk, Trudi. Wild guess would be that it's the NPC we see right here. Extinction event. Kill 5 Grunthors. Grunthors would be these guys on Sorgasso. Sweet, sweet victory. Collect honey for the Chef Tulio. Tulio I feel is simply a side quest? I also wonder which planet would even have honey. Unless we have to collect honey from a specific planet and then travel back to that planet. It could be a scenario like that, a side quest. Might have broke something. Collect 3 Lorbs. Same thing here, this could be a side quest sort of thing. Lorb? Nothing comes to mind, even just by looking at the footage we have so far. So with that said, I want to add a few things. Rift Apart has over 40 trophies. That already surpasses a Crack in Time's number, which was 37 trophies. There are no difficulty-related trophies. Guess I'm not too surprised. I mean, that's basically not really been a thing in the series. I would also like to think we can switch between difficulty in this game without restarting the game. If you're wondering where this set of difficulty comes from, well, it's from their support page, which goes over a bunch of accessibility options. I'll leave the link in the description below. Generally speaking, I wouldn't expect a difficulty-related trophy if the game allows you to change difficulty mid-game, if you understand what I'm trying to say here. According to Mike Daly, game director, trophies can be obtained in one playthrough. It really simply depends of how you go about it. If you really want to embrace the game, take your time to explore and all that, then you can platinum this game in one playthrough. Speaking of which, there's no challenge mode related trophy. For example, the 2016 game did have one, but we don't have one here in Rift Apart. So with that being said, folks, this is it for the video. If you have any questions, feel free to share it in the comments section below. And yeah, As always, I've been Vivi, thank you so much for sticking around, and I'll see you guys next time.